Speed is not just a number. It is a measure of trust between rider and machine. Every curve, every fraction of a second, carries the legacy of engineering choices that define what control truly means. In the world of superbikes, power alone no longer shocks anyone. The new frontier is how seamlessly that power bends to human intent. Behind every leap forward is a quiet arms race of algorithms, sensors, and mechanical precision, each chasing the next tenth of a second. Some machines go beyond competition and become benchmarks for what the human body can still command when technology reaches near perfection. That is where this story begins. With a machine born from the racetrack yet refined for the road, a demonstration of how far control can be engineered before the limit becomes art. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe if you want more deep dives into the legends that push performance beyond expectation. And let us know in the comments which machine you want us to uncover next. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 stands as the latest evolution of a legacy that has defined precision sport riding for more than 3 decades. From its first introduction in the early 1990s, the Fireblade name has carried a clear mission: deliver power that feels limitless but always within the rider's command. The 2024 version sharpens that promise through relentless refinement, blending race-derived components with street usability in a way that only Honda's meticulous engineering could achieve. To understand this machine, it helps to remember that the Fireblade has never been about brute force. It has always been about control, about the thin edge where trust in the bike becomes confidence in yourself. The 2024 Fireblade SP is not a cosmetic refresh. It represents a targeted rethinking of aerodynamics, weight balance, and electronics integration. Honda engineers started with feedback from professional racers and test riders who demanded stability during the most punishing sections of a circuit. The result is a motorcycle that feels lighter than its numbers suggest, with geometry tuned to pivot cleanly under throttle. Every surface and panel serves a purpose. Even the winglets are not just for show, but calibrated to add front-end stability under extreme acceleration. When Honda talks about total control, this is what it looks like in motion. Beneath the sculpted fairing, the CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 carries a 999 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine that has been revised for sharper mid-range delivery and cleaner high-end thrust. The combustion efficiency has been improved using optimized port shapes and friction reduction coatings borrowed directly from the factory race program. The intake and exhaust systems breathe more freely, giving the bike that crisp, immediate throttle response that Fireblade fans have come to expect. It produces a sound that is more surgical than loud, a controlled surge rather than a chaotic roar. What matters is how that sound translates into feel, because this bike is designed to communicate. Power is one thing, but the way it reaches the asphalt defines greatness. The Fireblade SP uses Honda's latest ride-by-wire throttle system, refined to deliver microscopic accuracy in torque application. Each gear shift, each lean adjustment, feels connected to a deeper intelligence built into the machine. The 6-axis inertial measurement unit constantly tracks movement in all directions, feeding data to traction control, wheelie control, and ABS systems. These do not interfere with the ride. They enhance it. The rider never feels interrupted, only supported, as if the motorcycle anticipates what comes next. This is not just electronics. It is a collaboration between human and machine. The chassis design follows that same philosophy. The aluminum twin spar frame is tuned for both stiffness and compliance, allowing the suspension to work with surgical precision. The 2024 Fireblade SP employs fully adjustable Öhlins semi-active suspension, capable of adapting to track or street conditions in milliseconds. Whether entering a corner at speed or braking hard before an apex, the suspension reacts instantly, keeping the tire planted and the feedback predictable. The result is a ride that feels almost telepathic. You think about turning, and the bike responds. Braking, too, is a study in balance. Honda equips the Fireblade SP with Brembo Stylema calipers gripping large dual discs, backed by cornering ABS tuned through countless hours of track testing. The brake feel is linear, confident, and customizable through multiple modes, allowing riders to set their ideal level of intervention. There is a reason so many professional racers speak of Honda's braking precision with reverence. It reflects the company's long-standing obsession with repeatable, controllable performance. Ergonomics play a crucial role in how this machine performs over time. The seat height, clip-on angle, and foot peg position are designed to create a natural triangle that keeps the rider centered and ready. Long rides feel demanding but not punishing, while aggressive track sessions feel fluid and intuitive. Even the tank shape has been reshaped to improve grip and movement when shifting body weight mid-corner. Honda's engineers understand that at high speed, comfort translates directly to control, and that every millimeter of rider position matters. Aerodynamics may be the most visible change in the 2024 Fireblade SP. Inspired by the RC213VS, the bodywork channels air precisely to reduce drag and increase downforce without compromising cooling. The winglets integrated into the fairing generate measurable stability at triple-digit speeds. The front end feels glued to the tarmac, allowing riders to apply throttle earlier out of corners. These aerodynamic cues are not marketing gimmicks. They are functional tools developed in Honda's wind tunnel and validated by race telemetry. Electronics customization has reached new depth in this model. Riders can configure power delivery, engine braking, traction sensitivity, and suspension behavior through the TFT interface. The display itself has improved brightness and simplified navigation, allowing quick adjustments even with gloves on. The riding modes, track, sport, and user, offer not just preset experiences but starting points for detailed personalization. Each adjustment is stored digitally, turning the Fireblade SP into a smart system that remembers how you ride. Even the quick shifter has evolved. The updated bidirectional unit delivers faster, smoother shifts under both acceleration and deceleration, reducing stress on the gearbox and maintaining stability. The clutch system has been fine-tuned for lighter engagement, making it easier to launch off the line or modulate at low speeds. The difference may feel subtle at first, but over a full track session, these refinements reduce fatigue and sharpen response. Honda's attention to materials extends beyond performance. The titanium muffler not only saves weight but lowers the center of gravity, improving agility. Lightweight components across the subframe and wheels contribute to better flickability without compromising strength. Even the smallest bolts and mounts are selected for optimal rigidity-to-weight ratios. This is engineering as craftsmanship, a philosophy that values the invisible details as much as the headline numbers. What defines the CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 is not its specification sheet alone, but how it integrates everything into one cohesive experience. It is an instrument tuned for riders who seek mastery, not excess. Every input feels acknowledged, every correction rewarded. This machine does not overwhelm. It invites participation. That invitation has been the Fireblade's secret since the beginning. And in 2024, it has never been clearer. Riding this motorcycle feels like standing at the intersection of physics and intuition. The way it dives into corners, the calm it maintains under braking, the way power unwinds with precision. It all reinforces the sense that technology has finally become invisible. The 2024 Fireblade SP is not trying to impress through numbers. It earns respect through the way it feels alive under pressure. For riders who understand that speed is not chaos but order at its highest form, this machine represents a new chapter in what control can mean. It is not simply about going faster. It is about going cleaner, smoother, more connected. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 embodies that evolution in every bolt, every curve, and every calculated heartbeat of its engine. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 enters its second act with a sharper purpose. To prove that the future of performance is not in adding more power, but in refining how that power behaves. The engineering team behind this motorcycle did not start from scratch. They started from a foundation of race-proven data collected over thousands of laps across global circuits. Every update in this model reflects a response to that data, an answer to how the bike could communicate even better with its rider. This is where the Fireblade SP becomes more than a motorcycle. It becomes a platform for understanding what precision really means when machines start predicting human input before it happens. The heart of the Fireblade SP is the same 999 cubic centimeters inline-4, but with a personality tuned by micro-level detail. Honda engineers focused on creating seamless torque curves rather than chasing higher peak output. That approach delivers power that feels perfectly linear, making every twist of the throttle more intuitive. It might sound simple, but it takes immense calibration to achieve power delivery that feels both aggressive and smooth. On the track, this balance translates into fewer corrections, shorter reaction times, and a sense of rhythm that allows riders to focus on flow instead of constant adjustment. Inside the ECU, thousands of calculations per second interpret lean angle, throttle position, brake pressure, and wheel speed. These algorithms coordinate traction control, engine braking, and power output in real time, making the motorcycle a living, adaptive system. The 2024 version introduces updated mapping that better distinguishes between track and street scenarios, refining how the engine responds to varying grip and load. When conditions change, the Fireblade SP adapts. It keeps the rider on the limit of traction without stepping over it. This invisible safety net does not take control away. It refines confidence. The semi-active Olean suspension has become one of the Fireblade SP's defining strengths. Its electronic valves react almost instantly, adjusting damping to suit every input. Under braking, it firms up to reduce dive. Under acceleration, it softens slightly to maintain traction. In corners, it balances these forces with a precision that even seasoned riders find remarkable. This level of responsiveness means the Fireblade can maintain tire contact through unpredictable surfaces or aggressive transitions, reducing the sense of risk while preserving the thrill of speed. It is the kind of performance that makes riders feel they are part of the machine rather than sitting on top of it. Weight management has always been critical in sport bike design, and Honda's approach for 2024 focuses on dynamic weight transfer rather than just overall mass. Engineers adjusted frame rigidity to enhance lateral flexibility while maintaining torsional strength. This makes the chassis more forgiving mid-corner, allowing smoother corrections without upsetting balance. The subframe is lighter yet stronger, improving mass centralization. The result is a motorcycle that feels planted when leaned over yet nimble during quick transitions. It dances through chicanes with the kind of confidence that makes every movement feel deliberate. Braking performance complements this perfectly. The Fireblade SP's Brembo-style Lima calipers and large rotors are supported by a refined cornering ABS system that reads lean angle and deceleration simultaneously. Riders can brake deeper into turns with reduced risk of wheel slip or rear lift. The precision of this braking system cannot be overstated. It gives riders permission to explore their limits safely, which in turn pushes skill development further. Honda has managed to engineer a system that provides reassurance without dulling engagement. The 2024 Fireblade SP's electronic suite also integrates data logging capabilities for riders who train seriously. It can record lap times, throttle input, lean angles, and even brake pressure, allowing analysis after a session. This transforms the motorcycle into a learning instrument. Not only can it perform, but it can teach. For riders transitioning from amateur to professional circuits, this feature provides insight normally reserved for factory teams. It reinforces Honda's belief that performance should not just be measured in speed, but in understanding. Riding ergonomics remain one of the Fireblade SP's understated triumphs. Honda's engineers adjusted the rider triangle to create a posture that feels aggressive but sustainable. The handlebars sit slightly closer, the seat foam provides more feedback, and the foot peg position gives added leverage during rapid transitions. The difference becomes obvious during extended track use. Fatigue sets in later, and body movement feels more coordinated. Even though the bike is optimized for racing, it retains just enough comfort to handle public roads without punishing the rider. This duality is what allows the Fireblade SP to appeal beyond professional circuits. Aerodynamics, always central to the Fireblade philosophy, reach a new level of integration in 2024. The fairing shape is derived from extensive CFD simulations and wind tunnel testing, creating smoother airflow around the rider's shoulders and helmet. The winglets, though compact, generate stable downforce that translates into front-end calmness during high-speed acceleration. At 150 miles per hour and beyond, this stability becomes tangible. The front tire stays composed, and steering inputs remain light. It is a sensation of speed that feels controlled rather than chaotic. One of the subtler but impactful updates is in heat management. Honda redesigned the radiator ducts to channel hot air away from the rider's legs, a small but meaningful improvement for long sessions. The cooling efficiency also ensures consistent engine performance even under extreme temperatures. Combined with improved fuel injection mapping, it keeps the Fireblade SP delivering crisp power lap after lap. Consistency is a form of reliability. And in the performance world, reliability wins endurance battles. Technology aside, the The Fireblade SP 2024 carries a certain emotional gravity. It represents decades of evolution, each version building on the last while remaining true to the idea that speed should never compromise control. This continuity gives the model its identity. Riders who have owned multiple generations recognize the same DNA across them all. The bike feels familiar yet futuristic, as though the engineers know exactly how far they can modernize without losing the essence that defines a Fireblade. Honda's approach to refinement often appears understated compared to louder competitors, but that subtlety is intentional. The company prefers to let the ride experience speak louder than any marketing phrase. When you ride the Fireblade SP, you feel the harmony between hardware and software, the sense that every part was built to serve the same purpose. It may not boast the highest power figure on paper, but it often delivers faster lap times because it allows the rider to focus on rhythm rather than correction. That is Honda's quiet genius. Efficiency through balance. In testing, the Fireblade SP 2024 proved not only faster but more predictable than its predecessor. Riders reported a stronger sense of feedback from the front tire, improved corner exit stability, and reduced rider fatigue. These are not just incremental gains. They represent a qualitative leap in the bike's character. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 carries its reputation onto the track, where its true character is revealed under pressure. On paper, its numbers are impressive. On asphalt, they become poetry in motion. Riders familiar with the Fireblade lineage will immediately notice how the 2024 version tightens every reaction, every motion, every fraction of control. This motorcycle is built to translate millimeters of movement into meters of performance, and it does so with a composure that borders on instinctive. The racetrack becomes not a test of fear, but a study in precision. What stands out first is the immediacy of feedback. The moment a rider leans the Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 into a corner, the chassis communicates its balance clearly. The combination of lightweight wheels, rigid frame, and semi-active suspension allows the bike to maintain tire contact in situations that would unsettle lesser machines. The sensation is not just grip, it is dialogue, a constant exchange of information between rider and road. When the bike accelerates out of an apex, the power delivery feels synchronized with the rider's heartbeat. This synchronization builds confidence lap after lap. On long straights, the Fireblade SP shows its dual nature. Mechanical strength paired with electronic intelligence. The throttle response is immediate yet measured, thanks to refined mapping that prevents overcorrection. The aerodynamics come into play as speed climbs. Downforce keeps the front stable, allowing smooth steering inputs even past racing velocities. The sensation is not reckless speed, but controlled acceleration. Fast enough to challenge instincts, yet predictable enough to inspire trust. That balance is the mark of a motorcycle designed to maximize focus rather than adrenaline alone. Every aspect of the Fireblade SP's performance reflects Honda's philosophy of usable perfection. The braking zones are shorter, the transitions sharper, and the energy transfer between deceleration and acceleration feels continuous. The updated quickshifter performs with near-zero interruption, letting the rider shift at full lean without upsetting the chassis. Even the smallest detail, like the progression of throttle pickup or the firmness of lever feel, has been calibrated to minimize distraction. The effect is cumulative. After only a few laps, the rider's inputs and the motorcycle's reactions merge into a single rhythm. The Fireblade SP 2024's traction management system deserves special attention. On slippery or uneven track surfaces, it modulates wheel spin so subtly that most riders never feel it intervening. Instead of cutting power abruptly, it meters torque smoothly, maintaining drive without breaking composure. This makes it possible to exit corners earlier and harder, pushing lap times lower while keeping the sensation natural. Honda's engineers designed it not as a safety net, but as an invisible partner. The best technology, they believe, should feel like instinct. In endurance conditions, where fatigue becomes the real test, the Fireblade SP demonstrates its refinement. The riding position distributes weight evenly, the controls remain light, and the suspension adapts continuously to changing loads. Over time, the difference between a good motorcycle and a great one becomes clear. The great one keeps its poise even when the rider begins to tire. The Fireblade SP rewards smooth inputs, punishing only those who fight against its rhythm. This is not a brute force machine. It is an amplifier of precision. What makes this bike so remarkable is how it redefines the relationship between rider and technology. Many high-performance motorcycles now depend heavily on electronics to compensate for raw power. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024, however, uses technology to highlight rider skill. Every control system, traction, braking, suspension, power delivery, is designed to enhance feel rather than filter it. This approach creates an experience that feels organic, even though it is managed by one of the most advanced computer systems ever installed on a production motorcycle. It blurs the line between analog intuition and digital precision. At full lean, the Fireblade SP feels anchored yet alive. The tires communicate grip levels through subtle vibrations, and the suspension translates every surface irregularity without upsetting balance. The power delivery out of corners is explosive yet smooth, a product of that 999 cubic centimeters inline-four breathing through its titanium exhaust. Each shift lands with a satisfying precision that reinforces rhythm rather than interrupting it. It is a sensory experience: sound, vibration, motion, all synchronized into a singular feeling of flow. In competitive testing, professional riders have praised the 2024 Fireblade SP for its composure under extreme braking. The combination of Brembo-style Lima calipers and the latest cornering ABS provides consistency that breeds confidence. Even after repeated high-load laps, fade remains minimal, and lever feel remains predictable. That reliability encourages riders to push deeper into braking zones, extracting more performance from every lap. This is how the Fireblade SP builds speed, through trust rather than intimidation. The mental aspect of riding such a machine cannot be overlooked. At this level of performance, concentration becomes as vital as physical skill. The Fireblade SP's stability and predictability allow riders to focus their attention forward rather than constantly reacting to instability. The less mental energy spent on correction, the more available for strategy and flow. This synergy between mechanical and psychological performance is what makes the 2024 Fireblade SP stand out. It feels engineered for the human mind as much as for the road. Outside the racetrack, the Fireblade SP retains a surprising degree of civility. On public roads, its refined throttle mapping and smooth clutch engagement make it controllable at lower speeds. The suspension adjusts seamlessly to uneven pavement, and the riding position, while focused, remains manageable. This versatility adds another dimension to its identity. It is not just a race machine that tolerates the street. It is a precision instrument capable of everyday usability. Honda has always sought to bridge that gap between extreme performance and daily functionality, and this bike may be their finest execution of that philosophy. For enthusiasts who chase measurable progress, the Fireblade SP offers more than numbers. It offers data-driven insight. The built-in telemetry allows riders to review performance in detail, identifying where improvements can be made. Every lap becomes an opportunity to learn, every ride a chance to refine technique. This transforms the act of riding from mere recreation into a disciplined pursuit of mastery. The Fireblade SP 2024 is as much a learning platform as it is a superbike. The psychological reward of mastering such a machine cannot be overstated. It provides a sensation few experiences can match: the moment when technology disappears and pure skill remains. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 is not designed to be tamed easily, nor should it be. It is built for riders who want to measure themselves against precision itself, who understand that true speed is not chaos but controlled focus. In every lap, in every movement, this motorcycle reflects that truth. Performance, at its highest level, is an act of balance. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 closes its story as more than a technical achievement. It stands as a statement about where performance engineering is heading. In an era when horsepower figures and acceleration times dominate marketing, this motorcycle proves that refinement and harmony still hold greater value. Its creators focus not on overwhelming the senses but on aligning them, building a superbike that feels less like a challenge to control and more like an extension of thought itself. The Fireblade SP 2024 embodies a philosophy that honors the rider first, and that is why it continues to define its class year after year. What separates this machine from others is not a single innovation but the way every element interacts. The 999 cubic centimeters engine, with its seamless torque curve, delivers usable performance across every inch of the rev range. The semi-active suspension reads road and rider input with surgical precision, maintaining balance in situations where older systems would falter. The aerodynamic package contributes to both stability and efficiency, showing that Honda understands speed is about how air moves around the bike, not just how fast it cuts through it. Together, these components create a system greater than the sum of its parts, one that feels alive with purpose. The Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 also captures an evolving truth about the modern rider. The pursuit of speed today is no longer about reckless thrill. It is about precision, self-improvement, and the satisfaction of command. This bike rewards discipline, not aggression. It allows riders to explore their potential safely and intelligently, using technology to deepen skill rather than replace it. It represents a partnership between human instinct and digital refinement that defines the next generation of performance engineering. In that partnership lies the soul of the Fireblade. For Honda, the Fireblade SP 2024 carries both heritage and responsibility. It must uphold the legacy of the name while setting the tone for what comes next. The Fireblade has always served as a bridge between MotoGP technology and real-world application, a testing ground for innovation that later filters into the broader lineup. By achieving such balance, power, control, and accessibility, it continues to shape the expectations of the entire segment. Every iteration has refined the question, not just of how fast a motorcycle can go, but how perfectly it can respond to its rider. This version, more than any before it, feels like a conversation between generations of engineering minds. It carries the wisdom of experience while embracing the potential of new technology. The precision machining, the software logic, the aerodynamic discipline, all of it reflects decades of continuous learning. It is a machine built by people who refuse to separate emotion from engineering. That rare combination gives the Fireblade SP 2024 its unique resonance. As the motorcycle world shifts toward hybrid systems, alternative materials, and connected intelligence, the Fireblade SP serves as a reminder that purity still matters. It shows that even in a digital age, there is beauty in mechanical honesty and craftsmanship. The sensation of rolling onto the throttle, feeling the chassis compress under power, hearing the measured growl of that titanium exhaust, these are experiences no algorithm can replicate. Honda's engineers know this. They built the Fireblade SP not just for numbers, but for the moments between them. In the end, the Honda CBR1000RR Fireblade SP 2024 is less a product and more a philosophy rendered in metal and motion. It teaches that control is the real luxury, that mastery is more rewarding than excess. It invites riders into a conversation about precision, trust, and the shared boundary between man and machine. That is why it will be remembered. Not simply as another superbike, but as a benchmark in the evolution of control itself. For those who understand that performance is an expression of clarity, the Fireblade SP 2024 stands as one of the finest interpretations ever built.